could live. And so it was hard for me to accommodate other people. My circle was really, really small. When I say small, it was small. Now, there are those again who are the clingers. Yeah, they cling because you need constant validation because you never felt chosen as a kid. They are the clingers because they were never chosen. They were not the best. You know, when the mother was leaving, she left with the others and left you behind. Or when your father was leaving, he chose the other over you. And so when you find someone, you tend to cling on to them. You don't want to let go because you want, please, please, let it be me, let it be me. So you go out of your way, you pour yourself out to these people that probably at times don't even reciprocate your giving simply because you never got it as a child. And so you want someone who would always choose you. Those are the clingers. You need constant validation because you never felt chosen as a child. No one chose you. No one said you are pretty. And so you think the first person who says, I love you, should be the one you settle with. That is also so wrong. We are all beautiful in God's eyes. And Blessing says, I didn't have any relationships with my mom. My mom, good at drinking alcohol. And one day I was reading for my exams, S4. She tore up my books. Oh my goodness, I cried. Sorry, sorry, Blessing. Yeah, there are some things we go through that really shape us different. I don't know how Blessing that worked out for you. How are you now are you a mother? How are you as a mother? Because some of the trauma that we go through does not allow us to reciprocate what we got. Because I bet you are a better parent to your children. You must be a better mom to your children. Huh? Nava, let us know how you are. Are you with children? Do you have any? Because that can play two way. You can either be the protective mom who vows never to drink, or you can be one who says, I can never have, children because I don't have it in me to give love. So which one are you, Nava? Are you are you one who do you have children? Because that can really hurt you so bad. But it can also help you in one way if you choose to look for positivity. I've learned in life to look for the good in everything. Because you imagine your mom was an alcoholic and you chose not to drink. Why? Because you saw how it made her turn out, and so you didn't drink. And that can make you the best person in the world because then you'd give what you never got. So there is a way we can play with what happened to us and turn it around for our good. And Jasper says hello. Roger says, sorry, Nava. Really, really, that was bad. That was bad. And I'm a mother of 3 children. I can never allow my kids to go through what I went through. I thought so. You must be an incredible mom. You must be. Because there is no way we can pass down what went wrong with us. There is no way. There is no way. I can never drink in my life. Kudos to you, sister. Kudos. I mean, it does affect us. It does. Now, me, how trauma worked in my life was this. My dad was not in my life growing up. And because he wasn't, I grew up with my mom. I was like, if I ever have children, I'll try as much as I can to make it work. If I ever have. And this thing had played so much in my life that I had even not seen myself becoming a mother. I had never seen myself becoming a mother. So while we were growing up with my siblings, they would sit and dream. One of them, my oldest sister, wanted to have many kids growing up. And so she would say, I see myself on my wedding, I'll wear this color and I'll have many kids. And I could not even see that anywhere in the picture. I couldn't see myself married. I couldn't see myself with kids because that picture was not there. It was tainted by my dad who wasn't there. And so I couldn't see it. And once it started to be a picture that I could see, I was like, I need to be certain the person I'm getting married to is the right one. And I also need to be certain that I can love this person forever. Because if I can't, then I don't want to waste his time. Neither do I want him to waste mine. And it's partly why I vowed to make it work regardless. Because I don't want my kids to experience what I experienced. That, not feeling, not knowing what it is to live with a dad in the house, not knowing how it feels to, call your father daddy because he's not there and he wasn't there. So I wanted my kids to have, if God gives their father life, that they could be there and have a father. So I was willing to give it all so that my kids can have a better picture. Thank you, Nava, for sharing. And kudos to you, my dear. That is why I'm saying, Dina, I'm waiting for your story. And Roger says, Nava is my true wife. Nava, did you hear that? Now, Rogers, you need to remember, Nava is married with 3 kids. In case you have forgotten, she is married. You need to find your one, your true one that is not married. Otherwise, trauma really can knock us out of things. And I'm glad you didn't give up on having children. Some experiences we have are so bad, we don't even want to relive them. You start worrying. There's this lady that I met who said, Ah, my mom died. My mom was born alone. She gave birth to me alone. Now, if something is to happen to me, I don't want my kid to suffer, to bring any kid into this world and they go through what I went through. So I will never have children. So that's how she went on. She chose never to have children because she was worried history may repeat itself, where her mother died with having given birth to just her, and yet she was the only one born to her mom. And so that's how she ended things. She said, I don't want to ever have kids. And it looks like right now it's even too late for her to even have one. And I'm going to read these comments that have just come in. Guys, it's a live chat, and if you're watching, go ahead and share your trauma. Let us not be all the only ones who are sharing. In talking about things, you get healing. And my dear, that healing is good because the people in the Western world realize that they have all these associations where they talk about the things that went wrong with them and how they were able to overcome them, and they are live at better places right now. And Blessing says, I know I'm married, darling. Rogers, Blessing is married, like I was saying. So mind the gap, my dear. Find your own. Otherwise, Dina says, I also grew up with a stepmom. Something that annoyed me a lot because I was ever given leftovers. That is really, really bad. Really bad. That is bad, Dina. But guess what? There is a loving Father to whom we can never become steps. We can never become steps. And I'm sure now that you're grown, you can get whatever it is that you did get. But I know it doesn't remove the pain that you felt growing up, feeling alone. If you say leftovers, I'm thinking her kids go to school before you do. I'm thinking they get clothes before you do, or they give you what can't fit them anymore. And that can be a terrible place. But I pray that the peace of God will work wonders in your life, that His healing hand can heal you and give you that place where you don't have to feel like you deserve, you are the second best, because you're God's best. There are things we can do, and we don't think much of them, but we are doing them to people, and guess what? It hurts God Himself. The Bible says He created us in His image. And because God created us in His